Hello everybody, my name is Gamecraft and welcome back to a new server update. Probably the world that you see now is not that familiar to you. That's because it's our new survival world, and that means that we have created a new spawn because we thought the other one was maybe too old, and we have some other reasons to explain why we changed that, so I will further explain that in this video. So yeah, like I said, we have a new spawn, survival spawn, and with that we also resetted the server itself because we thought it was a good start to start fresh again. So all player stats, or in this case builds, etc., have been resetted and removed. And of course these resets will occur more often in the future, but we plan to not do them that often because yeah, of course you will lose your builds, etc. So to come back to the spawn, we changed it because our last spawn was actually too big. It may sound confusing, like why is it too big, but in this case 80% of it wasn't used, or in this case was only for the looks, so it wasn't functional at all. Throughout this video I will fly over this town. It's not that big, but I will explain why. But to come back on it, yeah, the previous spawn wasn't that functional. So with this spawn, every building has a purpose, except for the guard towers, but we'll do something with them in the future. So this actual town is inspired on Nordic village or Vikings in this case. And why did we focus on Vikings? Because we want to add a theme to the survival server instead of just calling it survival. So we're actually going to rename the server to Vikings, and we're going to develop our own game mode around it, which will mainly be a RPG game mode. So you literally have like quests and store and lore, etc. about the server. This is the first village, but more will come in the future. And yeah, that's the actual reason, a little bit of backstory why we changed it. But let's jump right into the actual tour guide, or the tour over this server, this world and new spawn. And first of all, you see all these villagers. Of course, you know that villagers in default Minecraft have shops or sell stuff. We took it to the next level and we created custom GUI shops in which you can sell all your normal default Minecraft gear, goods, items, etc. And of course you can also sell them. So let's run right through them. You can, for example, buy friendly mobs such as bats, pigs, sheep, cow, etc. Rabbit, villagers. That shouldn't be here. But yeah, as you can see, not all the things have prices yet because we are still adjusting that a little bit, but throughout the time we will update them as soon as possible. We have a clay shop, all different kind of clay. If you click on it, you will buy it. I can buy it, of course, because it says unable to be sold. For example, you also have glass, music discs. Like for example, if you want to buy a jukebox, I buy it and to retract 750 in-game coins. As you can see at the bottom left, it said paid 750, and if I buy a music disc, I can of course play it. If you can hear in the background, you can hear the song, but I have turned my music a little bit down, so if you didn't hear it, then I'm sorry for that. We have a sand shop. Here you can buy 16 packs because yeah, you can get sand really quick, and maybe you want to get it quick, so we have two options to buy. One sand and multiple sands, in this case 16. Same goes for the stones. We have all the different kind of stone types. It is still 1.8, so 1.9 items are not here yet, but we'll update pretty soon. And with that I mean by the end of this month, which is April. We have a wood shop. Of course we have a shop for ores, in this case the things that you get out of ore blocks. Those have already been priced because those are the most important. We have ore blocks too, like those were ores, these are ore blocks. So yeah, the blocks itself, which contain 9 ores, which you get there. We have a rare block shop, which probably contains blocks that are hard to obtain, or in this case are rare to be found. Rare items, same goes for that. You can buy all the rare items, which some cannot be crafted, some cannot be found that easily, and some just for the laziness of players. Maybe if they have a lot of money, they can buy it instantly instead of, for example, kill a wither to get a nether stone. So the last one here in this town area is the unfriendly mobs. You can buy skeleton spiders, even creepers. That's mainly for PvP reasons or griefing reasons, because griefing and stealing is allowed here. We have a grief percentage plugin, but that is based on time. So the longer that you play, the more blocks you can protect. So that was actually a town square, which is like a marketplace, which contains all the important stuff that you would normally want to get instantly. But you also have these buildings around here, and for in this case, this is the bakery and the farm area where you can buy farm goods. And in this case, bakery stuff such as bread and of course cake and apple pies, which is really nice. But we also have a place here where you can buy redstone, because yeah, some people are redstone addicts, and we added all the possible redstone items that you can find. And on top here is the redstone block shop. As you notice, the villagers are called shop redstone blocks, which is maybe weird, but throughout the upcoming periods we will change those to normal names like Bulb or Annie or whatever that's we think suits their name. So if you have a name that you would like to give to a villager, please put it down in the comments below, with of course the profession behind it. To come back to the villages, we have a potion shop where you can buy the potion ingredients, everything that you can normally only get in the nether, for example, neutral potions, negative potions, which are damage potions or slowness potions, and positive potions, which are health, regen, fire resistant, if I'm correct, yes, and potion of strength. And if I'm correct, that's one of our last shops. This is the armory, of course, really important. You can buy all the tools that you want. These are not sellable, or you cannot sell them back. Why? Because we don't want to let players be able to sell damaged stuff back, because that would be pretty unfair. You buy a new one, you made a bunch of broken ones, and you can sell them back to a villager for the same price as a new one. That's not fair. So we made it so that you can only buy them instead of selling them too. We have other shops where you can all get all the basics, in this case tools that you need to start in Minecraft. Armors, that is actually all the armor that there is now. Weapons, speaks for itself. Bow, arrows, swords, TNT and flint and steel. And if we go, if I'm correct, yes, over here we have another shop, and after that we go over there. So this is like a tavern where you can buy and sell food. In this case you see that's not yet set up, but it will in the future. It's just to show you what we've been working on and how we're going to do it in the future, and in this case this is how we're going to do it. That's actually the hangman or the criminal that's hanging there forever. The dye shop, yes, we have here our sheep farm, like a rainbow sheep farm, made by Weasel, of course. Don't know why they're a color, but yeah, props to her. Shop dyes, and in this case shop wool. Pretty much makes sense. We also wanted to add a flower shop, but we currently have troubles with that because the flower IDs are pretty weirdly set up. And yeah, I still try to figure it out how to fix that, because it literally took me 3 hours to try it, but it never worked. And in last we have the fish shop, which is in this case fishermen near the water, near the fishing boats, because it's really nice. We have like, I don't know, probably you watch Deadly Sketch on Discovery Channel, and yeah, they threw down these cages to catch, in this case, crabs, king crabs to be exact, and we thought to add them here too, but in this case the crabs are pigs, so the details are not the same, but it's maybe something nice to look at when you come into this world. So that were actually all the shops. I will fly really quickly through the spawn so you can see what's been added. So we have a fountain, a trash marketplace, which will we add like trash items such as rotten flesh, and maybe add some sales too, like one of a kind weekly sales. Guard towers throughout the village, fishing place for boats, etc. The bridge, some houses that are currently not used yet, hotel, another house, and of course the town square. And as you can see, you can see some kind of knight's helmet. That's actually the sigil of this Viking village, and every village will have its own unique sigil, because later on we wanted to make it like clans. You can, for example, join a certain village and it will give you a certain privilege to the village, like maybe discounts in the shops or something like that. So it makes it all RPG style, like you befriend the town and that gives you benefits. But of course, you can go to war later on. We currently don't have that, but yeah, we're thinking in the future. Oh, and actually, one thing that I didn't show yet is the Hobbit house. Of course, we all watch Lord of the Rings, so we also made a Hobbit house here. And just something extra. Like the tree there's maybe a little big, maybe we'll change it later. We have a farm here, flower shops, flower farms I mean. And in this case, yeah, the town square. Because we're working with Vikings, we're actually going to add something up there. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but yeah, it's floating in the sky, so maybe you can guess what it is down in the comments. So that's the actual new survival spawn. You can go there, of course, by just typing /survival in any server that we have. I, of course, am already connected, but you can also use your compass to go to the server, and that's pretty much it. The last thing that I want to say is we have a plugin, because before we had a warps place here, but problem with that is that in this case the warping, it was just a little bit too much. Like there were too many warps because of, in this case, the spawn was too big. So what we did, we installed a plugin called random TP, and if you type random TP and one go and you hit enter, you get teleported in a range of 1000 blocks around the spawn, and you can straight up go, because you can see you have left the spawn protection zone, building and PvP enabled, so you're able to PvP and to build, and in that way you can easily teleport away to a new spot. So yeah, you don't get spawn killed and you don't have to walk outside of the village over and over again. Just go back to the spawn. The village is currently small, but we'll extend it over the future. Like I said, efficiency and functionality is a high priority, because making it all fancy looking is of course great, but it's not always the best. So that's actually all the things that I wanted to tell you about this update. So I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like down below, and like I said before, if you have any name suggestions for the villagers, make sure to comment them below. So yet again, thanks for watching and have a nice day.